This is your 2019 Mazda 3 hatch. It's 4th gen, it's all new, it is absolutely gorgeous. Let's go Quirks, Irks. There's really not going to be a lot of Irks because this is a near perfect car for me. Having owned a 1st gen, having owned a 2nd gen Mazda 3 hatch, I love the vehicle. So right off the bat, no fog lights, definite perk. I love that. Front design, absolutely gorgeous. Love that too. LED turn signals, absolutely gorgeous. Such a great design. If only Ontario could get rid of these ridiculous front plates, the car would look so much better. Not just this car, any car really. What I really like as far as more perks go, the side integrated turn signals. It's not just that, but they have this on the side as well. So having the double exposure, to me, it's great. Most cars only have the one of them. People have complained about the C-pillar, and I get it. It's not quite conventional. It's new. People are used to the old ways. I think it's fine. Yes, it's going to cut into rear visibility a little bit, but that's why you have side mirrors, and that's why you've got a backup camera, and that's why your neck swivels so you can actually turn around and take a look. So for me, C-pillar does not take away any marks at all. The exterior design, to me, it's sleek, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's modern. I have no complaints about that. The rear spoiler is a little much for me. It's just, and I don't know if it's as much that it's a little much. It's just, it's really big, and it's piano black, so it stands out to me a little more than it should. Definite perk, the turn signals in the rear. One, they have this cool design, and they're very bright. Sure, the car's a little dirty. It snowed yesterday on March 31st. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, beautiful rear design, nicely rounded. Just to go back to the side, Mazda's done this cool thing where there's no sharp edges. It's their Kodo Soul of Motion design, and it's beautiful. It's so fluid, and it just looks tremendously gorgeous. I should find another word to use other than gorgeous. Twin tailpipes, really like that. Adds to the nice allure of it. What's interesting, and I'll do a separate small video take on a little later on, they've changed their font. So the old Mazda logo had lowercase a's. This one's got uppercase ones. It's a really sharp move there. There's a little place to put your hand in. Let's show you that. As far as opening the trunk, there you go. 656 liters. No, sorry, 569. I wasn't even close. Anyways, seats go down, got some space, got your spare tire under there as well. So that's gonna wrap up the outside. Again, just beautiful vehicle throughout, very elegant, very premium, and we'll get into more of that once we take a look at the inside. Just there's your side profile again. 2019 Mazda 3 hatch, looks absolutely gorgeous. I believe they call it the Mazda 3 Sport. I'm gonna call it the hatch because, well, it's my review. Be right back with a look at the inside. Difference in the Mazda 3 logo for 2019 new generation versus the old one. Capital A's. Taking a look at the old one, lowercase a's. I like the new one much better. Here's what the rear of the 2nd generation Mazda 3 looks like. Personally, my favorite one. I had one of those for a good solid 4 years. Directly across the street, I wish I could have said I planned this, but here is the 3rd generation rear of the Mazda 3. And of course, here's the one I'm in, the 2019 Mazda 3. So there is the current, there is the former, and there is a former. Yeah, so generation 2, generation 3, and current generation. Like I said, I like the 2nd generation the most because I kind of had one. Anyways, on with the review. The color you're looking at is polymetal gray metallic, exclusive to the hatch lineup as opposed to the sedan. Burgundy interior, which is absolutely wonderful, also exclusive to the hatchback lineup. That's what you're taking a look at up front. Yes, it's manual. Yes, it's a top trim. Thank you, Mazda, for doing that. Very much appreciated. Perk, look at that door. Look at how beautiful that looks, just with that nice burgundy leather and the trim and the Bose speaker covers and a nice floating armrest. What I really like is that it's so elegantly done, and it definitely has such a nice premium feel to it. Flipping gears to an Irk. Come on, just give me a bottom here so I can put some stuff in here. That's all I ask. Well, a few things, but anyway, that's one of the things I really like. Another Irk. Blank, and blank, and blank, and blank. Quirk, automatic high beams there. Could go on any one of the 5 blank switches. Perk, a little bit of storage space in there. It's pretty handy. Well done, Mazda. A slight Irk for me, for my specific body style. It's a little high as far as the shoulder line goes. Not the most comfortable, but I just keep my hand down here and that takes care of the rest of it. Beautiful steering wheel, so elegant, so minimalistic. I just absolutely love it. There's an outline theme here. So if you take a look at the turn signals, it's the outline of an arrow as opposed to a solid arrow. Kind of cool. There's also an outline right, no, there it is. Outline for your directional stuff right there. Outline for the fan. You'd think each one of them would light up as far as how much intensity the fan does. Wrong. You have that, and they're outlined as well. I love it. I love the theme. It's very, very cool. I love that it looks like there's blank switches here, but pushing down on something is interesting as opposed to pushing them in. So what's cool is if you're don't want to take your eyes off the dash, there's a little raised button there, so you won't hit the wrong thing once you get used to the vehicle. HVAC system, again, minimalistic, very easy to use. I love that Mazda has gone nice and simple with the vehicle. An irk for me, because I have a need to have things very uniform, that is not a perfect rectangle, but it is angled towards the driver, so that's a definite perk for me. Sunglasses holder right there. Sunroof. I don't want a panoramic roof on this car. Give me a regular sunroof. Thank you very much for that, Mazda. You can change what you get information-wise. Sorry, how you get your information. Right now, it's your traditional dial, analog bookends, digital in the middle. Hit the info button right there. One of three things will happen. That where you get your driving information, or my favorite, that you lose the needle, becomes all digital. Absolutely love it. Another perk for me anyway is by pushing that one little button, your safety features can be put on or off. So you look for that. Lights up green once you start driving. There is stop sign recognition as well. A bit of an irk. So sorry, right now I'm on the 90s on 9. I'm going to turn it once. It's going to show me my list of favorites. I'm going to turn it again, and then I get to my list favorites, and I get to actually move and select something different. So 1, 2, change the channel. 1, 2, change the channel. A little bit of an irk. Just, almost every other car, you just push one button and you have your presets changed to something different. You know what? Whatever. It's not going to be a deal. Sorry, it shouldn't be a deal breaker for anybody. Anyways, moving on. I love that it's manual. A nice clean gear shift knob head. Very nice. You got a volume knob. This is surprisingly easy to use. I don't say that insultingly, just based off my experience with going through a couple of things to get to my different presets. I would have thought it'd be a little more complicated, but it's surprisingly simple. I really like that. Volume knob, change your tracks as well, get your favorites. Definite perk. I'll keep the pen in there. So there's your cup holders. There are your cup holders. You close that up and it's piano black, but there's a little storage cubby here, but it angles upwards. By opening it, you have that little lip here at the top that keeps whatever in here more in place than it would if it just kind of collapsed and fell down into itself a little further. What else are we looking at for Quirks, Irks, and Irks? Oh, I love this. Sliding armrest. Well done, Mazda. Got some room for your gloves. Separate compartment there in case you don't want your things to touch, or you want to put your cables or whatever it is. CarPlay, Android Auto, standard features. Very nice. Another USB, another power source in there. I mentioned the side bolsters are wicked thick, and they're so comfortable. Even the side bolsters are very, very nice, very comfortable, not convertible, Jay, very comfortable. The seats are just absolutely unreal in the vehicle. Kind of a quirky thing, vent, blank. And then they did to have that continuous line going there. But I thought it was 1 or 3 big vents, and I'm happy I was wrong. Kind of a quirky thing. There's that nice silver bookend there, as well as over. Let's get a better look. Yeah, right there as well. Just a nice finishing touch as well. Whenever the speaker covers, premium Bose sound system in this vehicle. I'm going to open up the door one more time. So right there, there's your parking brake. My seatbelt's not on because the car's not moving, and that tells you what doors are open. Oh no, sorry, there it is, right there. That tells you what doors open, front and back and trunk. I think that's gonna wrap up the interior. Let's get to the driving portion. Let me just double check my list as you look at the Mazda logo. Oh, there's a shift indicator. Tells you what gear you're in. It tells you when to shift. I don't like that. Just there have been times where I've been in 4th doing 60 and the car says jump up to 6th gear, which was to me not the right decision. I just ignore it because, well, that's what I do. Oh, one other quick thing. Mazda says the burgundy interior is meant to appeal to mature tastes. And, you know, you don't really see red leather in these kinds of cars, so I think it's cool that they actually did that. Just, you know, appealing to a new market because, well, why not? It's a premium looking and feeling vehicle. The fit and finish is absolutely gorgeous in here. You get rid of the M, and it has a strong premium upscale look and feel, not only for the points where your hands touch, but just the overall look of the vehicle overall. Again, the minimalistic design is absolutely gorgeous. I love how small and just compact it is instead of cluttering up the entire dash. All right, I think that's it. And let's be back. I'm going to keep it because, you know, keep the flubs. Why not? We'll be right back at a little more about the 2019 Mazda 3. Driving portion 2019 Mazda 3 hatch. I love it because the manual transmission saves you $1,300, and it is such a smooth shifting transmission. Very great grab points, just so smooth and crisp. It's truly a joy to drive. The fit and finish, very luxurious, very upscale, and just wonderful overall. And I think this is going to take a massive bite out of Civic sales, regardless if you get the hatch or the sedan. Civic being the perennial leader in this segment. But, you know, take a second, third, and fourth look at the Mazda 3. It's just a wonderful vehicle. As far as power goes, the GT top trim and the mid trim have the 2.5 liter engine, 186 horse, 86 pound-feet of torque, so it's nice and evenly balanced. You get your 6-speed transmission out of it as well. Just a true joy to drive, and the ride is so smooth and comfortable. And what really impresses me is you get an incredibly quiet cabin, which is something usually reserved for luxury vehicles, but Mazda has done such a great job of making sure that the interior is quiet, and if you want to fill it with noise and sound and music, their Bose premium system does exactly that. And it's such a great sounding audio system. Your lows are boomy, your highs are nice and crisp as well. There's very little to complain about. And yes, you know, I kind of nitpicked a little bit on the blank panel switches. Whatever, it's more of a personal thing for me than anything else. But overall, you know, the handling, the turning radius, just the feel when you're behind the wheel is just so comfortable. And I'll go back to it, and I'll keep saying it throughout the review. This truly feels like a luxury vehicle. You know, yes, I know it's not, but Mazda's taken the steps, and maybe it's because it's 2019, and, you know, manufacturers have to up their game as far as staying competitive with the rest of the people out there. But the Mazda 3 2019, it's a near perfect vehicle for me. The power, the transmission, the fit, the finish, the exterior. I don't care if the C-pillar doesn't please everybody. Things change all the time. You know, I don't know if this is going to be Mazda's design language going forward for all the cars, but I really don't have much of a problem with it at all. The backup camera, I'm not sure if you can take a look there. It's massive. The screen's 8.8 inches. I can't believe it took me 3 times to say that. So nice, big, cleared rear view camera as well. Just overall, there's very little to dislike about the 2019 Mazda 3. It's a great vehicle, drives well, looks great, feels great. More importantly, you know, looks can only take you so far, not only in life, but in the car world as well. People's tastes change, but as far as the fit and finish, the interior goes, it's somewhere where I would like to spend a lot of time, and I would spend a lot of time. I would take this thing coast to coast in a heartbeat if Mazda let me. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Anyways, that's going to wrap the review up. Thank you so much for watching. Questions or comments on the review, let me know. Feel free to subscribe. Hit the bell to know when the next review is up. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back sooner than later with our next review.